How we doing out there? Hope everyone is doing great today. Just a Cup, world's greatest team, getting ready to have Iona Lake on. Iona runs for Saucony UK from Great Britain, NCAA All-American and ACC champion while at Virginia. Most recently, member of the England Commonwealth Games team on the Gold Coast. She is a steeplechaser, and we'll get into a little Twitter post at some point in time during the conversation that was pretty hilarious. As soon as Iona joins us, we will get started answering questions with Iona Lake. And Iona just joined us. Iona, how are you doing this morning, Iona? Or actually, it'd be this evening.
Yeah, it's 5 p.m., so in the evening now.
Hey, get that camera situated.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Yeah, just probably the same as everybody in isolation, a bit strange, but yeah, just trying to work the way through it, really.
I can understand. How's the weather in the UK right now?
It's been actually really nice, but today it's a bit grey. But yeah, I'm lucky. I live in the countryside, so yeah, I can go out for lots of nice walks. So.
Living out in Norwich right now? Is that where you're staying?
Yeah, my family live in Norfolk, the county, so just kind of at their house at the moment, so it's quite nice. Yeah.
Nice. Get some. Are you able to get out and do some running on the roads?
Yeah, luckily and it's quite nice where I live. There's not really any cars at the moment because everybody's in isolation. So usually the roads that would be pretty busy are quite quiet, so I can run a lot of different routes. So yeah, still getting my training in, which is good.
That is good. You definitely, I mean, living out in the countryside is a little different from a distance runner as opposed to a sprinter or jumper or thrower. When you can kind of do exercise. Is there anything else? Do you have hills to run, or is there any kind of strength training work you can do while you're out?
I mean, at the moment, I'm just kind of running, keeping up my, I've had a bit of an Achilles injury, so I'm just kind of working my way through that. Luckily, it's not stopping me training too much.
It's good.
But just a bit, something I just need to maintain. But yeah, I mean, it's okay.
It's not too bad. I had to bring out, I had to bring this out. And kind of maybe put this on a little Liverpool scarf in honor of being from England,
Yeah, good.
Not necessarily the team you supported, though. I know that.
Yeah, I'm not a big football person. I used to support Norwich, but yeah.
So what occupies the time right now? I mean, for you.
So I was working in London.
Broke up for a second there.
Sorry, my battery's low, as usual. It's okay. Yeah, I moved to London in October, so just to kind of join a training group, get some great training partners down there. But all my work stopped, so I've just recently moved back here to Norwich. So at the moment, I'm not working at all, which I was. So I'm just kind of focused on my running, doing. There's not a lot to do in isolation, is there? Doing bits in the garden. That's about it really.
Well, what's taking up your time in isolation right now?
I am doing lots of gardening, training, baking. It's the same old, I feel like everybody is doing.
But okay, what's the go-to baking assignment right now, or what go-to baking that you're doing?
Baking lots of bread. I just had a flapjack. Yeah, that was about it really. Not too much, to be honest.
You're definitely, into nutrition and into the environment. I know are some passion projects for you. Eh, what are some things that you see that maybe this whole, pandemic might be teaching us along the
Uh,
way?
I don't know. I feel in a lot of ways it's making people slow down, which is good. I think sometimes the world we live in is way too busy and stressful, and too much
Agreed.
focused on money and business when it really should be focused on people, and family and friends. So, yeah, I feel like it's maybe made people realize money isn't as important as people think it is. Um, and yeah, just to slow down and take things kind of, yeah, things that you actually enjoy doing, having time to do that, which a lot of people don't. Everyone's so rushing around, and yeah, it's nice just to slow down a bit, to be honest.
Now, do you with your family's there and such? I mean, is it a decent sized group that's with you right
Yeah,
now?
I'm living with my mum's moved in with my nan because she's not too well. So we none of us can see her because she's quite vulnerable.
Mm,
So we're just living with my sister, my sister's boyfriend, my mum, and my dad. So yeah, that's about it really. And lots of animals. So.
lots of
Yeah,
animals. What
luckily.
what animals you got out there?
Um, just some cats behind me. Harry, there's Millie. Um, yeah,
Lots of training kit back there. I see.
dogs. Yeah, just animals really. Yeah.
Hey, we had a real quick. Somebody just asked a question. I think it's a great thing. Is what do you look for in a training group? And you said you just moved training groups. What made the choice and for that actual training group?
Yeah, so before I was living back here, which was great. I loved everyone in Norwich, but I just felt it was mainly boys I was training with. So I needed some
Mm,
girls who kind of um, who could push me on in training. And so one of my best friends, Sarah, Sarah Aston, she lives in Teddington too. So I've moved to join her, which has been great. She's a great athlete, and just other girls really, girls who I'm friends with, who can push you on, have a laugh with. But yeah,
it
that's
makes
about.
a big difference when you have a group to train with to kind of keep each other accountable and
Yeah,
progress on for
yeah.
sure.
And I mean, I'm now, when I'm training with the good girls in London, I'm kind of hanging on to them, not kind of just training on my own, which is great because
Right.
it kind of shows you that's where I need to be. I need to up my game to get to kind of where they are. So yeah.
So they just made the announcement that the UK championships are going to be first week in August. Does that kind of help a little bit for you for training wise, the kind of preparation since it's still a lot of several months away?
Yeah, I mean, it's changing things. It's kind of it's a weird one. We don't really know when the races are going to be leading up into the British Champs. So
Mm,
the British Champs might be our kind of our first race, which will be a bit a bit crazy.
yes.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's good in some ways. It means that we've now got a 3 month block to just kind of get some training in and work hard, kind of get your head down. Um, but I guess it's still up in the air whether that will go on. Like we just don't know what
True.
what the future holds. Like there could
True.
be another outbreak. You just don't know. So at the moment, I'm just kind of focused on my fitness and not worrying too much about the championships coming up. And just if I can try and get myself in the best shape possible, and kind of get to the races when they come. But yeah,
Sure.
not all my goals kind of on just one race. So we'll
So
see.
so from a fitness standpoint, how many miles a week are you running, or do you
Um,
really put emphasis on high mileage, or are you putting emphasis more on quality training, or what?
went
I
off
said,
there.
I said,
Um,
are you
yeah,
putting? I don't know if you heard the question. Are you putting? Or what kind of mileage are you running? Is there? And you put more emphasis on quantity over quality,
yeah.
or,
I'm
or
not
which
a big
one?
high mileage. I'm not a high mileage person. I mainly do around 40 to 55 miles a week.
Okay.
Um, but looking to up that maybe a little bit. But yeah, I've never kind of been able to do the high mileage before. I kind of, my body, it just doesn't suit my body. But yeah, probably at the moment around 45 miles a week, and then complementing a little bit with a bit of bike, and gym work. So yeah.
That's it. I mean, how much bike work do you do? I mean, is that a pretty daily regimen for you? Is that kind of how you alter
Well,
the miles?
at the moment, because my Achilles is a bit sore, I've been doing more bike work, and that's
Okay.
kind of why my mileage has been a bit lower. But yeah, hopefully my mileage can up to around 55, and then my bike work will kind of ease down again. But yeah,
I think that's a pretty good testament to any athletes that might be listening, that mileage isn't everything, that you can still be very successful in doing, and everybody's a little bit varied. I think it's probably the best way.
Everyone is different. Like some people thrive off high mileage, some people can't cope, their bodies just can't cope with it. I think I probably can up mine a little bit, and I'm looking to do that, but it's not something I want to do really fast. So I've just always, I think my highest mileage I was doing was in America, and that's probably around 60. And so I haven't actually got back up to that yet, through one thing or another, injuries, coming back from injuries, illness, everything is very up and down roller coaster. So I'm not trying to push things too quickly.
Sure. Well, speaking of injuries, what's some ways that somebody could help kind of alleviate or kind of prevent some injuries that you found is successful?
I guess just doing lots of S&C work, keeping up with that, keeping up with the little things, core rehab. Some things I could be better with, to be honest. But yeah, just getting a routine and keeping up with it, really. It's no magic kind of thing. It's just boring rehab that you have to do. So yeah, and some gym work. Keep up the gym work.
I mean, clearly things have been working. Went down. We're a member of Team England for the Commonwealth Games, and there was a very interesting Twitter post that kind of circulated a little bit. It was a picture of you with your name, and the author of the Twitter post, it said your name, Iona Lake, and somebody said, got to brag or something like that, I was told.
Yeah, I think someone made a joke about my name, which people often do. I think it was like, no need to brag. So yeah, I didn't at the time, so I was someone had to send it to me. But yeah, people like to laugh at my name. It's all good. I'm used to it.
Well, it's definitely unique. It's not not necessarily a common name. So I think those are pluses. If somebody just sent a question, I think it'd be great to say, do you have any tips on doing steeplechase drills or movements while you're at home without equipment? I mean, you're getting
Yeah, I mean, it's something which I've been meaning to do, is try and make some steeple hurdles somehow. I haven't yet done it. I'm trying to think of a way to do it. Maybe I've just some wood. I don't know. I'm going to have an experiment maybe tomorrow. But at the moment, I've just been keeping up with kind of my core. I think it's something that you're not going to lose that quickly. I think keeping up with your glute stuff mainly. There's a good one you can do just against a wall, where you're like leaning against it and just kind of, it's like your legs kind of going over the hurdles each side. You don't need hurdles to do that.
I say we'll have to get you to make a copy of it and send it to us, and we'll put it in the story for.
Yeah, sure.
for other folks to check out.
What
now with steeple training, I mean, is that something you do a lot, or is it?
I personally don't do it as that too much, because I don't want to. I feel like the more I do it, the more I'm going to risk injury. Which I do it enough, I think, but I just don't do it every session. So I maybe do it. I do steeple drills once or twice a week, and then I'll often just put some. This is when we're out of isolation, put some hurdles out on the track, and at the end of the session, when I'm tired, I'll then do my last few over barriers, over hurdles. So that way, it kind of is like when you're in a race, in your last kilometer and you're really tired. I think that's the best time to do steeple work, is when you're off. Do some when you're fresh, but if you want to kind of get good at hurdling when you're tired, do it at the end of your session. So that's what I mainly do.
Well, this is Just the Cup. Iona Lake is our guest today from England, steeplechaser, Saucony UK. If you have any questions for Iona, put them in the comment section. down below, and we'll get to answering those questions. And we got Iona, and one thing Iona that I think is unique. I saw on social media maybe a couple of days ago doing some yard work or with a backhoe or something like that. What was that all about?
Oh, so we kind of live on a farm, but it's not a working farm. Like we don't have animals, but there's a barn that my parents are converting at the moment into a house. So I'm just kind of helping out with that. And then we're getting the vegetable garden going. So we were just using the